Greetings, my lords. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome to a new series featuring Manor Lords, one of the most anticipated and wish-listed games on Steam. In this episode, I will guide my fellow lords through a step-by-step process on how to efficiently start your city. And with that said, let's get started with a new manor. You can change your name, portrait, and set your coat of arms, or upload your own PNG file as your coat of arms. In the game setup, there are three scenario types: Rise to Prosperity, which is simply city building; Restoring the Peace, which is city building with combat; and On the Edge, which is a more difficult setting where you have to muster forces as quickly as possible, for you will be pestered by relentless raiders. You can adjust even more in the game settings below. For this playthrough, we will go for the default of Restoring the Peace, which is city building with combat. When the game starts, you'll be greeted with a new message simply declaring your victory condition to dominate all of Westeros. Your bear settlement starts with 5 families, and the first order of business is to construct a storage facility for all your raw materials that is just lying right here. So we need to protect them from the weather elements, so construct. And then next tab right here, logistics, and then click on storehouses. Before we plot that down, let's check out the resources around the map. So we have our hunt right there. We have our berry deposit right nearby. And ember fertility seems to be more fertile here. Flax, not so much. And barley is also mostly here. I suppose we can, hopefully we could like deforest this and then fallow it so that it will be more fertile for barley. But in any case, we can build storehouse right here. Okay, and let's watch them build. So there are 5 families as indicated here. When they are unassigned, they will construct things around. So it's always good to have at least, one that is unoccupied. And these here are the alerts on what we need. By the way, the speed control is right on the lower left. You can go ×4, ×3, or shortcut with X to go faster, Z to slow down, and space to pause. So as soon as this is constructed, you need to click on it and then assign people there so that they will transfer all of our raw materials. And as you can see, we have 3 remaining, and with that I'm going to go ahead and put down a granary right next to it. If you want to rotate, left click and then left click again just to put it down. Alright, so as that is constructing, I am going to go ahead and build our roads. And we get a new message. This we can ignore. It's nothing special. And as soon as all of our raw materials have been picked up, we can unassign families there. So Manor Lords is mostly managing your villagers or your families. So as soon as this is done, we are going to maximize this. Same process as the storehouse so that it will transfer all the food before rain comes. And we have a family requesting for more market area for stalls. Let's wait until this is finished. Alright, so they have transferred everything, so we can remove all our people. And it's also asking for homes because all our people are just on the tents. And to construct homes, we need to make residential, which costs 2 wood, and we currently only have 4 timber. Therefore, before we do that, let's go ahead and collect wood. So we need a logging cabin, and I am going to place that right over here. So again, you can rotate it. It doesn't really matter as long as you have the snapping points. And then I'm going to put my road in there. Okay, and then times 12 speed. Let them construct that. Next thing to keep in mind early, so there's a lot of icons here that would be very confusing if you just started. So I'm only going to explain things that are relevant at the moment. So here you need to focus on food and fuel. So as soon as this is constructed, we need to have at least 2 people in there. So they would start chopping wood that we may build houses. And again, so we need fuel. Therefore, fuel is made from the woodcutter's lodge. So I will place that right across the lumber camp. Just gonna put it here. So in terms of roads, they can walk. They don't necessarily need to take the roads, but they will move faster if they do take the path. All right, so that is constructing. All right, next order of business is food. So I am going to go ahead and place a forager hut, which collects berries. So our berries are on this side. So I will put our forager right next to it. Place it right here. And place a road to connect that to the network. Let's see, our hunt is all the way over there. I could either bring it closer or just leave it here. Perhaps we'll bring it closer. So I'm going to create that hunting cabin or hunting camp. And we have 3 people to construct this, this, and that. So the forager hut is complete. We will assign 1 there. So instead of clicking, you can also press tab in order to showcase where the people are working. And for our logging camp, we can limit the work area here. So this will target exactly where. If you do not use this, they will just chop trees all around it. And you can make the circle bigger by holding control and using the mouse scroll. So let's deforest this. Okay, while that is in process, I am going to make it times 3, so they will deforest this much more quickly. And as you can see, we have 14 timber, which is more than enough to make our homes. We have 7 food, and we need to have some people working here. And I'm gonna start planning where our homes are gonna be. So since I am deforesting this, I want to build our houses like around this area. Let's check our barley. Yeah, so here I think this is where we want to do our barley. So we want to extract this. Try not to go too close to the berries. I'm not sure if this will disappear if we deforest this area. So let's be safe and not do that. All right, let's make our planning of our marketplace. So I'm gonna put a road, and then we are going to go to the residential tab and click on marketplace. So from here, the marketplace does not need to be big. About this large should suffice. Okay, construct, and we're gonna build roads around it. All right, so we have our marketplace, and now we are going to add in our residential areas, burgage plots. So you need to make sure that you see that arrow, it should be facing towards the market. And then you need 4 plot points. Instead of just making it a square, I am going to kind of make it a little different or larger. And this looks okay. And before, when you click the left mouse button, you can also decrease the number of houses up to 1 or 2, and you can increase to its maximum. So I am gonna go with 4 because 5 seems a little too cramped. And then you can click that to finalize, and let's connect that to the main road. There we are. Let's put this here. Okay, so we don't have anyone available to construct this. So we need to unassign a few people. Since we have 29 timber, I'm going to unassign one. Or make it two, actually. And then now, so every 10 minutes, the game will save. You can set it to 10, 15, or 0. So now we have people constructing, which is great. And let's check out all our other necessities. We still don't have enough of this for some reason, even though we have 36 in stock, which is very peculiar. We may need one here. Okay, we have four plots available now. So I am going to increase this. And we are going to create one more burgage plot. Okay, so we have one large area, and I am hoping to reduce the number. But it seems like, I think this is only one. So let's go ahead and, yeah, only one plot, which is exactly what I want. So the reason why I want that is you can have in a backyard, and we're gonna grow vegetables, and the larger the lot, the more yield it will produce. We still need to chop all of these trees here, but that's okay. And let's check this out. We have 12 fuel, so we have food and fuel for about a year, which is perfect. And this should pacify our final need for burgage plots. All right, and we reach our settlement upgrade. With that, we get development point to use, and in order to reach the next level, we need to upgrade 2 burgage plots to level 2. But first, we are in our development point tree. So this is trade, top is farming, left is food, while the bottom is military. But we want to take this one first, charcoal burning, because getting fuel is very annoying, so it's very useful to get this early on. So I'm going to click on that, and you can also rename your district. Of course, this will be Casterly Rock. All right, and we have a new message, and it's telling us to form a militia. We already have a militia, in case you didn't know. So you just click on the military tab, and then you have 4 options. You can see that we already have 20 spears, but only 10 recruits. So if you click on spears, instantly we have 10. So we need to grow our population. And in order to do that, we can build more houses, or we could also just upgrade them, make them bigger. But at this point, I think we will just like expand its area. So I will add more burgage plots. Let's see, from here. Let's move a few things. So here's our hitching post. This is where our ox and horses are at. Let's just move it a little bit. I think this would do. Okay. And that will give us space to build around this area. All right, let's construct our new burgage plot. As much as possible, keep it near the market. So I'm going to place it here. And we're gonna have an irregular shape, just so that we have a little variety. There, and let's kind of reduce the number because it's a little too cramped together. Okay, I feel comfortable with this, having 6 plots. We're gonna commit to that, and we have 1 worker that will construct, or one family, I mean. Okay, and there they go. What else are we missing? We are missing a well. Fortunately, we have water nearby. So I will place that right over here. Okay, let's check our resources. Always check this every once in a while. So we are good with this. We still have sufficient number. And here again, if you want to upgrade, so here are the requirements. We need water access, we need a church, and then for the market, we need all of these. So far, we have one food stall. So we need, yeah, water access. We already made church. Okay, so let's start preparing to create a church. A church will need 5 wood, 20 planks, and 10 stone, which we already have. So planks come from a saw pit. So we will construct a saw pit right next to here. No, I'll put it on this side instead. There you go. Okay, so these guys are building. Let's make sure that we have people in here. Nope, there's not one person doing that. So again, you can use tab to check. See, we have too much food. So I'm gonna remove one person from the storage. So that leaves us one person building, or one family building our burgage plots or our homes. Let's reposition our deforestation. Maybe closer to the circle will be better. Okay, and we have one last one, and I need to plan where our church will be. I believe we can place our church right over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I need to set up a road. Okay, there, and let's see. Our church can be right over here. So what's our resources? So we still have 0 planks. So this is still incomplete. Okay, I think we have too much food. Let's check. So this is 72 of 28, while this is still very full. So we need more people there. Let's reduce our forager hut people so that we can start adding saw pits or create planks. Okay, as you can see, we have 5 planks and we are still building more. We just need to wait until we get to 20. And with that, we also have an approval rating of 52. So having a positive approval rating will increase the population growth as well as morale. And it continues to increase. So we should have new families moving in soon. Okay, we have our 20 planks. So let's go ahead and construct our church. So I'm just going to place it right over here. Okay, but we don't have anyone to build that. Since we have all that we need, I can remove all our people from our saw pit. From time to time, bandits will rob us, and we can't really do anything about it for the meantime. So just ignore that. We still have a lot of hunt over there. 40 is pretty good. Let's see if we can spare more people. Yeah, let's unassign a few. Other than that, we also have 50 gold to spend, and I am gonna use that to upgrade our large burgage plot, and we are going to make this into a vegetable garden. So as it reads here, yields depend on the plot size. So we have a pretty large one. So There we go. And then we have 35 left. In order to gain regional wealth, you have to upgrade your plots, right? So again, you have to pacify these needs. So we also need a clothing stall while our church is being constructed. Wow, it's nearly done. That was pretty quick. So we need to create a tannery, and I am going to place that right here. Okay, I believe it's complete. Wow, having 10 people build that really constructed quite quickly. Then I'm going to add another burgage plot here. Okay, I think I want to move this, or maybe I'll just leave it as this. Might be fine. Let's add shortcuts here. Okay, let's reassign our work area, and let's make this smaller and deforest that. Construction finished, and we need at least 3 people. Let's check the requirements. So we need fuel and we need clothing. So fuel is from the woodcutter's lodge. Let's just make sure we have people there. And what I am forgetting is, so from here, the charcoal kiln is available. So we should plot that down. I will place it right over here. And we are going to place a road there. Let me check if we created a well, because a well is also necessary. Oh yes, we did create a well. Okay, and let's check our burgage plots again, and we have everything that we need. So now we can upgrade to level 2. I'm gonna start with this one here. Well, sometimes it doesn't appear, so we just have to upgrade what we can. So let's upgrade this. And how many do we need? We need at least 2. But if we can upgrade them all, because each one you upgrade will generate gold. So we only have 35, and that's not going to move unless we upgrade our plots. So while we can, we're going to upgrade all of these. All right, and we have reached the next settlement level, which gives us a new development point. And as you can see, we're also increasing our wealth. I want to continue upgrading as much as possible. You want to upgrade, and you can also see that you need 3 now. We need 3 more, and we will be a medium village. So with our gold, let's go ahead and upgrade one of these things. And I am going to add a chicken coop, which provides a yield of eggs, so which is a food variety. And we could also do goat shed. So let's start with the chicken coop. It appears that we ran out of timber, so let's go ahead and just add people into the logging camp. So if it's running a little slow, just feel free to add more people. A bandit camp was sighted. So if you click on it, oh, by the way, so you can mouse over here to see past events. So here's our bandit camp, and our region is right here, so it's quite near. If we have enough people, we can go there and attack. Let's check what's our army. 18. So we want at least 20 people with the 20 spears that we have available. I have not used a development point yet. I think we'll do that for the next episode. But for now, I just want to upgrade all of this. So as you notice this thing, right? This Burgage plot is having issues. So this is requiring these things. That is because it's not within the market area. So you can see the road here. So he's a little further off. It's not even that far, but he is complaining because it is that far. While these guys have absolutely no issue, right? Because they are exactly on the market. So that's why you kind of need to plan this out. But there's only so much space that you can do, right? So unfortunately, this one will struggle. Nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the nearest ones as soon as we have timber available. And we have a new message that raiders are near. So we should track their movement so we know exactly how many days we need to prepare until they arrive. So we now have 27 population. We got 2 unassigned, and the 2 unassigned are building this. I am just gonna go times 12 speed. And our settlement has increased to level 2. Alright, we have done everything. We need another 2, which is on its way. And we now also need level 3. Oops. We also now need level 3 or higher. So level 3 or higher is a little more difficult because we have tavern supply and we need more clothing stalls, and we also need to upgrade the church. But until then, this is the start of our city, which was pretty quick. I mean, we were able to upgrade to like 2 levels within what, 20 minutes more or less. Yeah, this was a pretty short episode. Well done. I mean, it was very, very quick. So I hope like in the beginning I had struggles in creating my city, but now I'm well versed on what our villagers need. If you enjoyed the step-by-step guide, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I also play and enjoy other games that involve city building, design, and management with a hint of combat. Until then, this is Captain Obvious, and may you have a pleasant rest of your day.
He spat it in my face and tried to carve me a new nipple.